All right. We are live. It is the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast 5/28/17. Yes, I looked
Yeah.
at that the entire time.
Fantastic.
All right. So who do we have in the house today?
Yeah, you got Commander Farrell on deck all day.
How
And
you
Mark with
doing?
the mic.
How you
Don't think
doing?
I'm doing the RVD pose.
there it is.
That's it.
Don't think I didn't see you guys following me the other day. Just saying. I think the message is getting out there.
I'm good. Good. I'm gonna keep spreading it until I
All
get
right.
awkward messages like, "Yo, Jay, you gotta stop this shit."
Hey. What's going on with this?
Yeah.
These people, they following.
So what's going on? What's on the docket today?
Oh man, we got. Well, I want to check in with you. Week 2 of Injustice.
Yeah.
I want to check what Jink has been watching, what he's been up to. I
I
want to
got
bring
Street
up.
Fighter.
Ooh,
Yeah. Street
I want to bring
Fighter.
up the Tekken is almost upon us, and there's tons.
What is that?
It
June
is.
what?
June 2nd, same day as Wonder Woman.
My birthday. It's a lot of stuff happening.
Happy birthday to you.
Let's not
Gotta
forget
sing
about
that
Captain Underpants.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, wait a second. Have you guys noticed? Yeah, that does look interesting. Have you noticed a resurgence in Doug?
Yeah, a lot of people doing a lot of cosplay.
I've seen a lot of Quailmans. I've seen Xavier Woods and
Yeah,
his
Xavier Woods.
homeboy. But
And
I've seen
Patty,
the female. But I've seen some female cosplayers, right? Recently
Just
been
doing
getting
Patty?
up on that. No, been
Jackie?
getting up on Quailman.
Oh,
Shit,
well,
Jackie
man.
did Quailman in Barnes and Noble.
How long ago?
Yeah, I remember that picture.
When I was working there like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw
wow,
that.
okay.
Yeah, she had the belt and everything.
Yeah, the belt and everything. I think it was Superhero Day at Barnes and Noble. It did
Got you.
for I think it was Batman, the Batman Superman release or something.
Now, is Quailman Sentai? I think it is.
No, he's
No.
a generic superhero when it
Gotcha,
comes to that,
gotcha.
because he's basically a secret identity. So yeah.
There you go. You're right. It's less
I'm helpless
treat.
and stupefied.
There you go.
Very good.
Just want to also bring up the Combo Breaker tournament this weekend, showcasing all the fighting games that are going to be at Evolution 2017.
When is that?
And
July?
some other stuff. Yeah. Yep. Should
All
be second week of July. I'll check back with the actual official date. Don't want to get that wrong, because I know it's going to be a big weekend. So at least everybody can have their days off, hopefully, and watch that at least maybe for an hour or two. It's an entire weekend of fighting games. So
Nice.
that's going to be fun. This
That'll
one
be
this
great.
weekend, they had a Tekken 7 tournament. I believe the guy's name was JDCR, a Korean player, and they came over and they busted ass. Like, it wasn't even fair. If you watch like this dude play, and then you see the top 8, it's like, typically when it comes to a fighting game tournament, when you get to like top 16, top 32, you expect to see more of close matches where it's neck and neck. But this dude, his Heihachi was just on a fucking roll. Like, so that's probably going to be a problem for anybody looking to play that seriously. Mishimas are looking to be kind of busted again.
I want
The
to
movement
see.
they have, I like it. But then again, the grand finals was Jack versus Dragunov, which was totally unexpected. So go figure.
Well, you gotta like that thing can happen. That you can get the unexpected.
That's why I like Tekken, because the characters are so balanced. It's like minus like the bear or the raptor. You know what I mean? Like, those are the only 2 characters that you might not actually see win a tournament, and even then, they just might.
Exactly. They may place top 8.
Now, Injustice, on the other hand, we got Deadshot just shooting people down left and right. It's
I heard about
hilarious.
Just no one can beat that zoning.
Nobody.
Yeah, he has a very far zoning too. It's annoying.
Yeah, dude. It's good. And so when you get a good player, a legitimate good player playing that annoying character, is kind of cringe-inducing, because it's just like you see the other person trying.
Yeah,
Keep away,
and
keep
it's
away,
like,
keep away,
ooh.
keep away. I can get
yeah,
it. Nope.
and it's too strong. Like his
It's
keep
too
aways
strong,
are
yeah.
too strong.
It's
The second rifle hit takes too much power.
It's definitely going to be addressed in future patches. I know people are going to complain about that, and rightfully so.
I think there's going to be a patch this week, because I think Red Hood comes out this week.
Got you.
He's another zoning character. It's like, how many guns?
Oh, he is?
Isn't he
Yeah.
Red Hood? Yeah.
No, I
He's
haven't.
gonna be
I haven't
zoning.
actually seen his.
He's gonna play
his
like
trailer or anything.
who's he?
I would say he's all about guns. I know he is.
I do know that, but I thought he was gonna be mixed with the because
I think he's gonna be like
Batman, the
Deathstroke.
martial arts.
I think he's gonna be
You know
mixed
what?
with Deathstroke when Deathstroke
so
was in the first game.
Does Red Hood ever use a sword?
No,
I never
he's
seen
just
him use
used guns.
Okay,
Yeah, two
well,
guns.
so he won't be that bad because I remember the Deathstroke from Injustice 1. Ooh,
Yeah,
that was bad too. So, but I'm glad to see it came out. It didn't just drop off the face of the earth and die. I'm glad it still got legs.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So,
Well, I hope next time this year we'll be talking about ARMS and Evo. The
Yeah,
Nintendo
yeah.
fighter that could. I've been playing that. I'm sorry to jump in.
no, I'm just saying. I was about to say to your point,
Right.
hoping, dude, like
I've
with the Pokken being there, like no, it'll probably definitely be there.
Yeah, I've been playing it, and yeah, it's like when they tell you about in depth, there's like the variety. So what's going on this weekend to catch everybody up? Nintendo's new ARMS coming out on a new game called ARMS coming out on 6/16, if I'm correct, the 16th of June, which is soon, which I'm happy about. Is their new fighter, the new IP. I gotta love them again. To just they do it only the way they can do things. So like the way Splatoon is the great shooter that could. That's amazing. You could take a first-person shooter and just make it that and make it amazing and colorful and wonderful, and have my youngest kids play it and not think that they're killing anybody. Just think, oh boy, we're gonna ink up this place. But have it balanced and skills and different weapon sets and types and loadouts and everything mattered. The same thing with this game ARMS. It's a fighter, and you're just like, all right, what's this silly thing with the extending arms? And you get past the gimmick of throwing your arms with the motion controls, which works very well. You can always, by the way, and they're being very balanced with this, you can always play the game with regular controls with none of that motion shit turned on. So that's always a plus to hear. So you can grab your Pro controller, which I've been playing with on my TV. One, it's gorgeous. They have very vibrant color sets for the characters. And
how thick are those arms? How thick are those arms? 1C or 2Cs?
I think 2Cs will be sufficient. Speaking of 2Cs, the new character introduced. Oh boy. I think I thought I was in love with Min Min, but now I
see
saw
that
her.
meme rolling around of how the new president's trying to save Nintendo. The picture of Zelda and the picture of the new character from ARMS.
Yeah. Well, the new character design is wonderful. From The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, it's just really good. But anyway, jump back into ARMS before we segue too far away.
From all angles, yes.
Yeah. So the game is fun. The game, first and foremost, it's fun. When you start learning the controls, start getting in there, you can't get frustrated. But that's all about a fighting game and learning matchups. Like it has that in there. I played as a single solitary character. This character Min Min, she's the one who has like the ramen and pretty much Shinron on one arm. Okay. She has the dragons, and yeah, her head looks like a bowl of ramen. She has an upside down hat that kind of looks like a bowl, and her hair looks like ramen. Anyway,
Nintendo not kowtowing to any racial stereotypes.
Exactly. So you play the game and you have the arms, they spring out and for your attacks, and the crux of it is at the end of your arms, essentially, which would be your hand, you can choose the default arms for your character, or you can choose for arms from the other characters, and you can not just choose a set, you can mix and match. So I can have the dragon on one hand and a big electric orb on the other one, or I can have the spinny disc from the main guy, Springman's disc, on one hand, and the rocket arms from another character. And the key to everything is knowing what the balance of those is, knowing the speed of them and how they attack, and knowing that everything has a charge attack when you hold down the jump. So I'm playing Min Min. She's pretty quick, and I noticed I started getting my handed to me by this character called Ninjak. And Ninjak, when he dashes, he kind of teleports. Ninjak. No, but he teleports, so he's super, super evasive. So trying to hit him is hard. So you got to kind of play the game with him. You got to keep moving and dashing, because if you don't, you're just gonna get hit.
All right, can you give me a perspective of how the game plays like, all right, so we know Splatoon is a third/first person shooter because you can actually go into first person in that game. But how is ARMS played?
I forgot about that. Splatoon is totally third person, isn't it? Anyways, how is it played? That's an interesting thing. It's
because it's not a Street Fighter. It's not
not 2D. At all. It's super unique to it. It's a 3D fighter. It's a 3D arena fighter, pretty much.
Okay. Is it fair to compare to say Virtual On, or is it less space or more space? Because you remember how the arenas were,
but way smaller. Yes, the arenas are much smaller.
Okay, now question for you, because I played. Now this game I know has a lineage for the GameCube from the GameCube. Have you ever played Custom Robo?
I haven't played Custom Robo. I've seen it played.
Okay, now that's the vibe I get when I think of this game, and I think that maybe some of the people responsible for that are involved in this, which be great. But
yeah,
how do you the customization is the main comparison I have. The customization and arena fighter.
Yes, so the customization is all there. Essentially, I can only tell you for what they gave you in a small snippet of a multiplayer test demo. You get like a certain amount of the arm to choose, and that's it. You can't change any of the cosmetic stuff just yet, which I believe will be mostly what it's about, because Splatoon is like that. But there'll be other arms and stuff that you can grab from other characters and stuff like that as you level up. But the fighting itself, the combat, it's super unique to itself, because getting used to, one, the distance. So knowing how long each arms can extend to the fight. So like Min, her arm, the dragon arm, extends not as far as other arms, but it stops and shoots out a laser beam that extends way further than most other arms. You see what I'm saying? So it's like understanding your matchups when you see the arms you're fighting against, and see what's your and fighting yourself. You can't block grabs, which is interesting, but you can knock grabs away. So if you see two arms coming at you and grab, and if you jab quick enough and hit it, you'll knock the grab away. You'll stop the grab. So the two ways to stop being grabbed is either dodging it, just straight up getting out of the way, or knocking it away. You can't guard it. So if you're guarding, you just get grabbed out of your guard. And it's by far probably the strongest, besides your super, is you can get grab scummed. People will scum you out with the grab because getting grabbed is super powerful. At the moment, it's probably one of the strongest attacks you have. Is you grab them, bring them to you. You get a multi-hit, a clean multi-hit, and they drop down to the ground. And if you time it right, you get them on the wake up. And you can if you catch your super and get them on the wake up, you got to be careful with that, because I think there's definitely some invincibility frames that they get up. You know what I mean? Because I've tried it and I've hit or miss that I actually hit them.
Do you performing the super have invincibility frames? Like, can you be knocked out of your super?
You can be knocked out of it quite easy. Yes. You can just get. I've popped my super and got punched right in the face. Match over.
Okay. Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It's just done.
So it's not a win button. I understood.
It's definitely not a win button. You can whiff it easily too. Like, you can, even with the two arms, you can miss if they just evade. That's the cool thing about it, because you have two arms. If you swing one and swing the other and miss with one, you might catch them with the second part, which is good. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like I said, it's well balanced. They got tank characters where they don't have knockdowns. They don't have you hit the big bruiser, he doesn't stun lock, anything like that. Where you be hitting a certain character, you kind of get them stunned, and you can just kind of
so they've got like the armor aspect to them. Yeah.
Right. The waiter ones, they move slower, but they take more damage and they hit.
So they basically went ahead and fleshed out the genre a little bit more by giving them like fighting game properties. So you can pick your zoner, you can pick your heavy or your grappler and whatnot, or your well-rounded,
But on top of that is you can mix that up, because
and then you can customize each one. Yes,
those arms. So you can have a big bruiser with quick ass arms.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just rapid punches, and they have a couple of different game modes that they put in this demo. Like I say, test punches is called. Like there's a volleyball game. And essentially, you need the volleyball appears above the net. You hit it. If you hit it with both hands at the same time, it charges up. You hit it again. It's kind of like spiking it. So it hits the ground, and if it hits the ground, it'll explode. 1 point for you. So same thing. You can hit it. There's There's 2-on-2 and 1-on-1 with that. That's another thing that is very good with this game, is they are very much with there's there's single fight. You fight 1-on-1, fight 2-on-2. And it's interesting how they made that work is you pretty much have this tether that's tethered to you and your partner, so you don't get confused about who you're fighting.
Gotcha. Does it look like that mode might steal the show?
The tag,
the volleyball mode, like
volleyball,
you know how we know of Tekken Ball or Tekken Bowl because it was such a fun thing. Does it look like that could be a type of thing to steal the show?
I think
people talking about it.
I think it might, but it needs to be. It's not as you don't. Well, you know what? Because it's so new and I only got to do it a little bit. It's it may be. I think it needs to be fleshed out a little bit more. But you can volley like you knock it over. If I catch it with my glove, hit it back up. My partner hits it over. You get a couple of and then to prevent it from going too long, there's a time limit on the ball, so you can hit it so many times. If you hit it too many times, the ball will pop and the bomb will just drop. So whatever side the bomb's on, it's just going to drop down to the ground, and that's your point. And the game has draws because there's time limits for everything, so you can actually time out, and whoever has the most points wins, or whoever in a fight has the most health left wins. So there's 1-on-1 fight. There's a 3-on-3 triple threat, and there's a 4-on-4. Not 4-on-4, but a 4-way. What'd you call it? Tornado? No, not a tag. It's a fatal 4-way.
It's a fatal 4-way match.
It's a 4 free fall. So 4 characters all after each other. So I scum out the 3-player free for all by I just dash back and I let them beat the hell out of each other. Like that's a really good way to win. Let them beat it. Sometimes they notice you and realize that guy still has full health bar and come and kind of get at you, but sometimes they're too busy fighting each other. And like I'll take a shot in every now and again and just get a shot in on somebody. I'll watch a super go off and it's like, all right, now it's time to get in. Because once it goes off, it really isn't. It works to your advantage sometimes. Sometimes people are good enough to deal with that and still come victorious. I thought I was going to be fantastic. I watched the other person get killed. This guy had less than half health. I'm like, all right, it's time to get in him. But his evade game was amazing. I could not land a hit. He grabbed me 3 times. Like I told you, just the most damage you can get. And then I tried to pop my super, and he just swung, punched me right through it. The game was over. I was like, oh boy, that guy is wonderful.
Okay, so it's definitely a barrier of skill to
certainly
separate people. So it won't just be, hey, let me just hop in here and mash it out, and I'm gonna just beat everybody. Okay,
it is very interesting that it's very clear that you need to learn what you're doing. Mashing won't do it. Mashing, you'll literally just get beat up quicker than you thought you were going, than you could have been if you just tried a little. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay.
Again, unique to freaking Nintendo, the matchmaking screen is just a big screen with a bunch of floating heads. The head of your character just floating around, and when it's matchmaking time, 2 heads will just start spinning and they just suck next to each other into a board, and then you know what you're going to be doing. It's like, whoop, okay, you're in a fight and it's 2-on-2, or you'll see 3 heads go through, it's an all for all, or 4 will come up and it's a tag, or it's a 4-way. They just suck together, and it's just really cool how the fucking load screen looks. It's like it's not a static just lobby where there's names on the side. It just has this nice graphical thing that just makes you happy to be sitting there.
Nintendo polish.
Oh, and speaking of, so the circle. So while you're in, I guess you would call this lobby area, which is just a massive screen, which you're just sitting there. The other matches going on for the people in the lobby, you can see. You see the heads, you see their life bar. You see
nice.
Whenever they get hit. And going around the circle of the board is the time clock.
Oh, so really? So it's the actual match? Okay.
Yeah. So, and you can have like 2 of those on the screen at the moment. You can see that these things are, how the match is going. If you're in, another cool thing they did, if you're in one of these free-for-alls, if you die, you could just come out.
Gotcha. Wow.
You could just come out and then go back to load. And you can still see the match going on. And as the other 2 people are still fighting and the timer counting down, but you can come out and literally just wait and probably get matched up before that match ends.
Oh, wow. And you can still spectate? Wow.
You can't see the match.
Oh, no, but you can still see that thing.
You can see the indicator of what's going on, who's winning, who's losing, and the time left for that match.
All right, so you do get the satisfaction of knowing that the guy that beat you might not win the match.
Right, and so winning and losing, you get currency. this currency. As if the demo, you can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
But and I'm assuming that's just going to be for cosmetic stuff. Of course, the more you win, the more you get, but you still get when losing. You don't lose for losing, so you don't lose currency.
Gotcha. So
Everybody wins.
Keep you advancing at least.
Yeah. So wow, it's better than I'd hoped, and it's it looks good, and that's just the demo.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
So it's it's just, again, we talked about this before. It's just refreshing with something new.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, and different. Like it feels like I feel like this game is sort of a fighter akin to what Overwatch is doing for shooters. Like if you get into Overwatch, if you can like that kind of thing, there's a character in there for you that you will like because of the variedness. You know what I mean? If you don't like to play this type of play style, try this person. You don't like that? Try this person. There's enough. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, variety, and you can also just customize to increase the variety. Gotcha.
Also, while you're waiting there in the lobby too, you can just hit the Y button. You can go into this. Everything's pretty seamless too, like the zero loading. You just hit Y and you go into this training test arena where you can play and play with the arms and submit your map and see how you like them. And then when the game starts, it just brings you back into it seamlessly. It just does it.
Gotcha.
So while you're waiting, you could just be in a practice arena just practicing.
Oh, okay, I got you. Like where some fighting games will do that now, where they let you basically practice while you wait for the next match.
Right.
So, okay.
So, it's got a little bit, like you said, got a little bit of all in there. It's not it's not playing any games.
No, but I'm glad to see that it is coming together, and it's not all just character design. So it's not just a thing that it's attached to just because of how it looks. It also plays well, and it also has mechanics. So yeah,
no, it definitely has mechanics. Like I feel like I think it'll only get better at time. I think this is not going to be one that people just go, oh, she's gone. But I can be proven wrong. But I really think they got something here and they know it. And it's not being handled with kid gloves. I think something about fighting games is dealing with this.
I want to say somebody from Giant Bomb on the last podcast mentioned that they would talk to one of the developers and they would they realized really quickly that the people behind the game were like into the FGC / fighting game scene, so they're taking it serious, more serious than they would if just hey, let's just make a kids game.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, I feel like that. I feel like that would definitely be true. I feel like this because I feel like if they were just doing a kid game that's punch, smashy, smashy, we'd have the Mario branding and a bunch of random Nintendo characters instead. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It would have been a party game. You know what I mean? It would have been more. I feel like it would have been more like that if they were just doing hey, look at this. I feel like when they do original IP, they're going with all these new designs, and it's like, all right, I'm loving it, and I can't wait to see where it goes. I'm going to be picking it up on the Nintendo Switch.
All right.
Yeah.
And hopefully I hope I don't get beat up by Jay Dizzle over there. I mean, I swear. I'm going to practice as much as I can during these test punches this weekend, and it's going to be next weekend as well. So when the game comes out, I'll pummel him and at least get some wins because Mario Kart, I still got this bag of salt I haven't returned to the store yet.
I haven't had the chance to actually play it, which is sad because I've just been caught up with everything. So sadly, to sit down and play a game right now is hard until I move.
Oh, they trying to get you. They're trying to silence you. Don't let them do it to you.
Exactly.
But when it comes to boxing, I think I could whoop King's ass either way.
God,
don't worry. It'll be what it probably usually is. He'll hit you with something you don't know what's happening, and then you figure out how to play the game, and you're like, oh, wait a second, stop that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. And when it comes to shit like that too, I usually pick it up, especially when it comes to fighting and whatnot, because I learned timing very easily, and I learned how people move. So
yeah. What? So we didn't get into how your feelings Injustice second weekend. If you got any
Injustice. Well, that's the game I've been actually playing. I've been doing the multiverse stuff, which is pretty much their leveling up thing, the way you could get like gold boxes, silver boxes, and just going like that. Some of them are ridiculously hard, but some of them you can actually play and have fun with it. Some of them you just like, fuck you, I'm not doing this.
Like the level 1
Yeah,
challenges.
yeah, yeah. I've been developing my Green Arrow. I've been developing Supergirl, and I've been developing Batman. Those are the few characters I actually really enjoy playing with. Supergirl, I actually is probably the powerhouse one. I think
Mm-hmm.
she's the one that I usually go with. But Green Arrow has been my dude. Like I actually like Green Arrow from the first game, so it was easily to get him into it. I love his he has the boxing punch, the
The arrow
arrow.
that shoot. Oh
Yeah,
wow. Okay.
and it would knock. It actually takes a big chunk of energy when you actually hit him with it. And you hear it like a fucking punch. You hear like the sound effect go to the
Does it do
face.
this? Does it? It doesn't have like a spring sound, does it?
No, it just sounds like a punch to the
Oh, okay.
face. So
Oh.
I was happy with that.
How? All right. Since you said
uh,
it from the first game, how's he from the first to the second game? Because I haven't seen much of him now.
um, he's
'Cause I
very
know
similar.
he's
He's
a
very
zoner.
similar. He's very similar. He does have a lot of close range. He's not a zone. He's
Oh,
not
he's
a
not.
nah. He don't have long. He don't have crazy long range. He's just like a medium to short fighter.
Wow, you would think so because he
Like
has a bow.
he shoots the
But
arrows
I know
down.
what you mean.
Like he
Yeah.
shoots the shower arrows up, or he shoots the arrows down. He doesn't shoot directly.
Ah, I got you. That's how they avoided making him
Yeah.
cheap. I got you. Okay. Wait,
So
did you? As in that mode, are there bosses or no?
there's they it's kind of like the arcade. It feels like arcade mode. So they'll have
Oh,
like a chain of fights that you have to do, and you'll have like sometimes it'll be like the stage is moving. Sometimes it'll be like you have an assist character, which is like be like Shazam throwing thunderbolts that you can use and things like that. So it mixes around.
oh,
Uh,
wait. So it's more like the Soul Calibur, the old
yeah,
school, this
yeah,
crazy mode.
yeah. It's
Oh
very similar to
shit.
that. But then it
Oh,
has its own arcade mode also, which is the similar called Battle Simulator, which is more of the
Ha-
arcade like Mortal Kombat arcade mode, like when they
okay,
have
okay.
the trees. Yeah, yeah.
We're talking
It's
about Street
similar to that.
Fighter.
No, it's
No,
about Injustice.
Injustice.
Oh, Injustice got you still. All right.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
So
it
see, I
goes
like
like
that.
that.
They put a lot of stuff in there. All right. All right. Cool beans.
No, it's fantastic. Fighting games are wonderful. It's like I said, it's been a good time for fighting
Yeah.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's been so many that have come out, and aside from Street Fighter, like Street Fighter 5, is like literally every other fighting game has been. Oh,
better.
whatchamacallit just came out.
Yeah,
No, but
so
I mean, like you can see the work. Revelator too.
Oh
yeah.
This
right, damn.
weekend,
Yeah, good.
literally this weekend popped
Oh
out.
boy. Oh man, so biking.
Biking is out.
Oh, good.
It's in
Excuse
the
me.
wild.
I gotta go find my Steam account.
Also, Ultra Street Fighter 2 came out for the Switch.
Wait, is it
Yes.
exclusively for PS4 or is it for PC as well?
No, the game. Oh well, when the update comes, it's not out yet. So,
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
but no, you said what you said about Ultra?
Ultra
It came
Street
out
Fighter 4 came out also this week.
two, because they already out Ultra 4.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
Ultra
that.
Street Fighter 2 came out on
For
the Switch
Switch.
this week. It's fun to play,
Mhm.
but I'm slightly disappointed with it too.
Why does it just seem like a bare bones thing, or is it what?
Yeah, it's bare bones. There's no bonus stages.
Wow. What?
Yeah, the bonus stages are not in the game.
Boo.
Have you been throwing your Hadoukens though?
I tried it. It's really awkward and annoying. I stopped.
How come you didn't record it? I needed to see this.
Yeah, well,
Throwing Hadoukens at your TV. I needed to see that.
yeah, I was not gonna record that. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous how you do it, and it's not responsive as much as I want it to be.
Okay.
But the gameplay itself is fun. Like again, I take my Switch to work, and playing with people, it's fun to play with people. But when you actually play in the arcade, there's no bonus stages and things like that. So it's just like it's bullshit.
Okay. Did you try the new characters or no?
Yeah, it's pretty much the two new characters is Violent Ken, Evil Ryu, which is pretty much an enhanced version of Ken and Ryu.
Yeah.
They sound demonized. That's about it, and they're dark skinned.
Oh yeah, I saw that article you post, by the way.
Yeah.
He makes a good point.
Yeah.
We posted on the RedCycloneInc, just a real quick segue since we brought it up. A college student, I forget it was MIT or something. He's black and he made a big comment. It's like, stop making villain characters dark and brown skin. Stop doing that. You know what I mean? And he made a lot of good points. People do it all the time. It's like Disney's a big thing of it. Scars, a darker brown fucking lion than the rest. The villain in Mulan. Why is he a Hun but he's dark as I am? You know what I mean? He's Chinese. Like, I don't stop making your villain characters.
I get
it's
it,
like in
but
Final Fantasy, like one of the villains, he's just dark. What was the other one? The other game? It was Street Fighter. Like Evil Ryu and Evil Ken are just brown.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I
don't
mean?
even know why
they darker complexions.
I don't even get that.
Violent Ken and Evil Ryu.
Like, you can make them look dead. Like, at least make them look grayish or something like that.
Exactly. You can do these things without going into these.
All right,
go ahead.
But there's a cultural divide there. Once you start talking about anything the Japanese do, they don't care about race because it's not them.
Yeah,
they don't have brown. They have brown people of their own race.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like Akuma is an Oni, and an Oni is just a brown-looking dude, a brown-looking demon man. Like when you turn bad, that's what for
their lore and their stuff. Yeah, it's just what it is.
Again, it's the out of touchness. I'm not saying the dude's completely wrong because of the Disney stuff. The Disney stuff is the Disney stuff.
Exactly.
But once you go to Japan and you start talking about the color difference, nah.
Got to talk about cultural.
They don't even have black people. You see how they portray us. Look at Balrog's lips, okay?
Yeah.
Mr. Popo. Oh.
Yeah. So listen, you gotta pick your battles with some of these things. Like I can rock with you some of the way, not all the way.
Yeah. But it was again. Also, Ryu and Ken are supposed to look like Akuma. So
yeah, that's what I mean. Like when you're evil, you turn into an Oni.
Yeah, and it makes sense that they kind of resemble Akuma. So I was fine with it. But I can see what they're talking about. I understand what they're talking about. But I think it's like, all right, you guys, all right, cool. That's your opinion. All right, keep playing.
Anyway,
but the game is
start making people black.
Yeah.
Wait! Make more black people, please.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
You see that argument, that duality?
Yeah.
Wait,
exactly.
oh man, you just reminded me of the Papa Shango. Remember the princess movie with was it Brandy?
Yeah.
Was that the? Wait, what?
The Louisiana, the movie. I forgot the name of that movie. The one with the Disney princess and the frog. Yeah.
Well,
and the bad guy was basically Papa Shango.
Well, yeah, he was played by Keith David, and I loved it. The Shadow Man.
Baron Samedi, if you want to talk about James Bond.
R.I.P.
Roger Moore.
There you go. Roger Moore died?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, that was the James Bond that just passed.
Wow.
Yeah,
this week.
Also, one of the singers for the Allman Brothers. I mean, I know saying it to you, you might not know the Allman, the Allman Band, but trust me, you've heard this song. So,
I'm sure I have.
But anyway, like I was saying.
But going into Street Fighter, it's fun to play with multiple people, but other than that, like it's a pretty linear game. Nothing special. The art gallery is okay. There's nothing else you're unlocking. The only thing you're unlocking is titles and flags. Other than that, it's not much there to repay value to unlock things. It's just kind of disappointing also.
Gotcha.
So other than that, it's fun for $40. Well, I've only paid $30. It's a little. I still say it's a little pricey for just.
No, you're not the only one. That was an argument before it even came out.
As linear as it is, like it could have been. They could have added a lot more into it, like the bonus stages. Make that a thing, and you can actually make that a time trial too, or have them compete in the bonus stages and see who has the top score.
Could have had a whole little bunch of collections of things too. I agree.
Exactly.
You could do that shit in Third Strike. Like, come on, dog.
And then also, I don't like the fact that if you go to the old school, it's a square tube, and it pretty much. Again, I'm playing on the Switch screen. Switch screen is small already, so you're making my screen smaller to play the old school.
So the retro graphics changes the borders and stuff too.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then the new voices are kind of annoying when they hit the Hadouken sounds and shit. But you could change it to classic sounds and then new sounds also.
Oh, wow,
you can take it to new style and old style. The new style is full screen and is based on the Udon art, and then the old school is, which the Udon art is pretty much the Street Fighter art now. That's pretty much the people that do the artwork and the designs and everything nowadays. So
I've never heard it pronounced Udon. All right.
Udon.
But that's good. I'm glad that you enjoy it, but I'm
Wait,
sad that
but
it's lacking.
yeah, I was gonna say, they didn't do any story stuff for it, did they?
Same shit. Like if you read this, you get the endings, which from if you play Super Street Fighter, they're pretty much the endings from Super Street Fighter.
Okay, all right.
Other than that, it was like that Ryu and Violent Ken's ending. That's the difference. They have a new ending, and then Akuma has an ending. Other than that, there's not much of a difference of the endings and whatnot. If you play Super Street Fighter, you've seen all these endings already.
Gotcha. So what, do you recommend it, or you just like, nah, it's too expensive
again, I think it's too expensive for what it is. I got it because again, I play with my coworkers and shit like that, so I think that's what I'm getting a kick out of. Other than that, if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have bought it.
It's funny because I'd say wait for the price drop, but it's Nintendo, so don't hold your breath.
Well, it's Capcom still. Like it's Capcom pricing, not Nintendo's pricing, so it'll probably go down. It's just Nintendo pricings. They think they're Disney films, so they won't bring them down.
It's going back into the vault.
Yep, that's pretty much. Pretty much. Watch, you only see Mario Galaxy for like $40 though when they release in a virtual console.
God. Smash Brothers is still, I think, $60.
But then again, it's a popular game and it still gets sold, so you can't really hate on it too. Like if you're going to keep selling this shit, might as well.
You get as much as we can.
Listen, the only games that are actively collector's items.
Yeah.
Listen, fucking, and I agree for certain things. They're not the only ones. Like I think, like on PC still, and if you try to get one out, like, unless you find some places, Grand Theft Auto 5 is still full retail.
Well, unless it goes on sale.
Unless they specifically do a sale.
They do sales.
I know they do sales, like Steam sales have gotten many times, but on a regular day, like you will find that still saying like $59.99.
It's like I think it's like $40 now.
It may be.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
but it's
in comparison to Nintendo. In comparison to Nintendo, Smash Brothers is like, I don't know, GameCube old, and that shit is still $60.
Yeah.
GameCube old.
Like the GameCube copy of the game.
Yeah,
because now it's rare.
And if you found a new one, fucking forget about it. It might be like $100, but like I mean, in a store, in a GameStop,
right?
Before, because you remember the Toys R Us in Times Square, right?
Yes, I do. Sadness.
All right. Now remember the game part, right? There was a time when they were doing a clearance sale on GameCube games, so that's why I ended up getting the Metroid Samus collection, which in itself is an amazing collection because it comes in a steel case and it has all three of the GameCube, Samus games, right? Metroid
That's amazing. Games. Yeah.
And that was discounted for like not even discounted. The price was just $40, right?
Right.
Smash Brothers was sitting on a shelf next to it still for $60. In Toys R Us.
In Toys R Us.
Like it just never went down in price.
They said, "Hey, we gotta get rid of these. Should we mark it down?" No.
It's like the only one sitting there, and it's like still $60, and I bet you somebody bought it.
Yep.
Like only Nintendo, man.
Only Nintendo. I don't like talking about the Toys R Us Manhattan and the game store down there because I remember that one day I went down there with the wife and I went to buy something, and they hit me with the first time I had ever heard of it. I went in there to buy something and it was marked up, and I said, "Why is this more? The game is just $6.59. It's supposed to be $59. It was like $70. Manhattan pricing."
Excuse me?
I said, "What?" He said Manhattan pricing. It's Manhattan pricing for this. Like, I shit you not, the stuff marked down in that store was just marked up. Everything was at least $10 more than it normally is. Oof. I said, "Yeah, I gotta go. There's a GameStop on 34th Street. I'll see you later." So
I just remember they never had anything. That's the thing. They sold out of shit way too quick.
Yeah.
For being a store in Times Square, you couldn't find shit in there.
So
unless it was brand new. Excuse me. Anyway, good memories of finding PS2 games in there for like $10 though, brand new.
Nice.
Like a copy of Suikoden Tactics. For like
in JNL?
No, in Toys R Us. But when they were first putting in when they first got in there and they, had the Ferris wheel and everything and they opened it up real big and nice, they were clearing out all the stock of all the PS2 games. So if you went there when that store first opened, you can get I'm talking about classic games, like maybe like Devil May Cry 3, like the special edition, the original copy. Because you know how some people want the original copy, not the fucking greatest hits version. So
Yeah.
you can find tons of really good stuff there for dirt cheap.
That's really
And
cool.
RIP to that, but yeah.
Well, to hit the non sequitur here, to jump onto some stuff I was watching this
Mhm.
weekend. I heard on the best friends guys, and the wife had told me about it weeks and weeks ago, maybe even earlier last year. I forget how long ago, but I listened to the story she said, but I didn't think too much of it until I heard them on the Friendcast really talking about it. So I started watching this show on Netflix called Black Mirror, which is a British show.
That's
So
good.
Sounds familiar.
I'm up
It's
to the
just-
3rd season.
yeah, the wife had started it out of sequence because she wasn't paying attention. So she had seen the first episode of the 3rd season, but I started back from season 1, so I've seen the first 3 episodes. Which is the entirety of the first season, by the way, because the way British seasons were.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one with the dude in Get Out. He's in.
Yeah, I was gonna say in episode 2, Kevin, what's his name? Kevin Kaluuya.
So it's Let me just give him a little description. It's a technology Twilight Zone.
Pretty much.
That's
It's-
pretty much what the show
It's
is.
the reason, and after watching 3 episodes, I get the name Black Mirror. It is, you're looking into a mirror and you're seeing an alternative version of present day and future of what technology, social media, and things like that becoming ultra norm what can happen, what could these things lead to, and here's a little slice of existence from each one of these things, and it's really well done. The one with Kevin Kaluuya, aka the lead star from Get Out. One, is he British? I didn't know he was British.
He's British.
I had no idea. But, there you go. I didn't follow his body of work leading up to this, but now I've seen this. I get why he was chosen.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like after seeing the first season of Black Mirror, I kind of feel like Get Out is in the same vein. Is in the same vein of what they were doing with this show, with this series.
Yeah.
And I was like, I kind of get that. I wonder if that's something he, Jordan Peele was going for as well. It was like with his social thriller. It's like this. It felt like a longer version of one of these episodes, and these episodes are heavy. Boy, they're heavy. They're well acted, and the subject matter just gets you. All 3 episodes got me every time towards the end. Also, if you are, excuse me. Oh, it's on fire! Please put it out. Oh Lord Jesus, put it out.
They heard you talking about drama. They said you want some drama?
Have all this water. I don't want that water, son. No, you have it. I've had memories of water. Because, firemen hose down my people. Anyways. What was I saying? So, yeah.
Hearing stuff about that. I'll go into that after you're done.
Yeah, they're very heavy. I can't wait to watch the next 2 seasons. I feel like they're really good in the aspects of, hey, for the most part, don't expect happy endings. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But you were saying, go on. I really like the show.
Yeah, it's a fun show.
Gotcha. I was just gonna throw a little aside into civil rights and stuff about. I was listening to the show Star Talk Radio, that the Neil deGrasse Tyson podcast he does with the comedian Chuck Nice.
Oh, okay, I gotta check that out then.
This weekend they had an episode with William Shatner, and they were discussing how important science fiction is to, I guess, the advancement of technology. And
yeah, I can imagine that creativity.
You hear lots of little gems, like you realize, number one, that William Shatner and I'm blanking on the woman's name, the lady that played Lieutenant Uhura, they were the first interracial kiss on television.
Yeah.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Like, that's literal history, and that wasn't even that long ago, like, chronologically. That was the 60s. So that, yeah. So, but about what you the little aside you made about the fire hoses, like, it wasn't that long ago, and it ties all together. But the other thing that was interesting about that whole thing was, did you know that William Shatner was the first person to receive a flip phone?
Yeah.
From Motorola?
I mean, it makes sense. It kind of reminds you.
Yeah, when they made
the first fake flip phone was the tricorders from Star Trek. Yeah.
When they first made the flip phone, Motorola sent him the first one.
Wow, that's amazing. He still has it?
I don't know if he still has it, but he mentioned that when he first used it, people saw him on the street using that and would constantly just laugh because he's Captain Kirk.
Exactly. Yeah. I get it. Right. What is that? What is he? Look at it. He's always in character. Look at that guy. Ridiculous. I'm really on a phone call. Stop joking.
Okay, stop.
And he brings that up too. He brings up the style of acting because I didn't know he was Canadian, and he's a child actor, and it was just him bringing that style of. But he was a theater actor,
Gotcha.
so he really just brought that style of theater acting into the show, and that's what
dramatic.
you ended up getting. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. It's a staple. He's a household name. Like, you know, William Shatner, you know that name when you hear it. You know what I mean? So that's really good. Listen, I love him in Boston Legal.
Yes.
People, that's where my favorite, where I really fell in love with him. It was like, I like Star Trek.
A great character.
I liked Boston Legal a lot. So, and David Spader, Jesus Christ. So, we were in a previously before we started recording, we were actually talking.
Oh, did we just lose him?
Yep.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
He died.
He went back to his home planet.
Yes.
Well,
Anyway,
I don't want to drop it off there. What are you going to talk about?
So Flash, Arrow, all CW shows pretty much ended. I haven't finished Supergirl, but I finished Flash, and Flash, for the most part, was a good season. Ending was kind of, yeah, it was just disappointing.
The season as a whole, though, did you feel it was good?
It was good. I'm just getting tired. I'm just fighting speedsters.
Gotcha.
I'm tired of the whole speedsters, especially when you have.
Somehow I'm back. I apologize.
When you have a great rogue gallery.
Welcome back.
When you have a great rogue gallery, as Flash does, they don't use them as well as they should on the TV show. So
Mirror Master, did he come back?
He was on for one episode, and he came on for another episode, but it wasn't really used as good as I think it could have been used. There's a lot of rogue gallery, like they have the top, they have a lot of characters like that they could do something with. So I'm hoping for next season that we focus more on the rogue gallery and less speedsters, because I'm tired of him fighting a speedster.
Gotcha.
But the ending was just lackluster. Like it was just like he just went into he did all this shit just to go in the Speed Force. Like, oh, this is my time, I have to go. Like, you did all this shit and you leaving her again? That's fucked up.
This planet needs him, man.
Exactly. And there was a part that it could have been epic when they had all three Flashes together, and I wanted more out of that. I wanted them to actually interact with each other while they were running, instead of just running and then all of a sudden Wally and Jay are gone. And like,
gotcha.
Aren't they as fast? Like, where the fuck they go?
It's always been a thing with me. It's hard to do a superhero with the depiction of speed and writing speed correctly, because let's be clear, the Flash, like, how do you describe the Flash's speed? It's magic speed.
Yeah.
The
Speed Force is magic.
Yeah, that's the big thing, and understanding it, because it's like, I feel like I like Jay there. I love the Flash. I think the Flash is great. I think the character with his powers and his abilities are fantastic, but I always feel myself getting upset when I see him fighting, like, unless he's like, his power is overpowered, right? Being able to be super fast, that fast as he is, and especially being able to use the Speed Force as fast as he's supposed to be traveling to do that. It's like, there's almost nothing you can't solve, and there should be little besides, like you said, fighting anything besides a speedster should be really a piece of cake. Should be really a piece of cake.
Then you got to realize the characters that he has in his rogue galleries kind of contradicts his speed, as in Captain Cold. Captain Cold is a strategist. He knows how he fucking moves. He studies the motherfucker before he even fights him. So he already knows where he's going to move before he even moves. He knows how Flash reacts and things like that. Smart is a smart dude, and he already has everything in mind and time. That's the reason why he was such a bad villain, is the fact that he'll just freeze the floor in front of him. Like, oh, you bust your ass. I don't freeze your ass now. You had Mirror Master, which he could go within fucking mirrors and different shades and windows and things like that. You had the Top, which was almost as fast as Flash. You had the Weather Wizard, which he could fucking control weather. You have characters like that they could start really using into the show that could be a major villain. Gorilla Grodd could control his fucking mind.
Right, things like that. Like I said, things like psychic abilities and other magic, I could see being definitely a problem. That's always because those defy logic, right? They break physics. They break the laws of physics, so you don't have to worry about that. The Captain Cold thing, and I'm sorry, spraying ice, and this is something that I've talked about you guys before about.
Dude, but it's been in the comics for the longest time.
And I think it's stupid there. You spray ice on the floor, and my thing is, as the Flash, you live your life at this speed. How could you not have reaction time to deal with that?
Because he's still new. He don't have the strategy. He's not a strategic person like Batman. He just fucking runs into shit head first.
But the depiction of time when the Flash is moving, everything is standing still.
But not his mind. He don't think super fast. He thinks while he's running. No.
Reaction time is what I'm saying, not planning ahead. If he's moving so fast and everybody else look like they're standing still, and Captain Cold shoots ice on the floor, why not go around the ice?
Yeah, but that's the whole fucking thing with the Rogue Gallery. And then him, he's strategic. He's just not gonna shoot on the floor. He's gonna find ways to find it.
That's why I agree, because the answer to that question is truly this, and you would have came to it had I let you go on about it. Is you said
because you keep interrupting me when I'm talking, and then it's both fucking. You talk for hours, and I'm trying to say it, and you keep interrupting my ass.
So how they write it off in the show is 9 times in the book is they distract him.
Yeah,
that's how.
And the thing is with the Rogues also, they team up. They half the time they don't fight him by their own. There's like 4 of them fucking ganging up on him. They fight him in fucking groups,
which makes
that
sense.
And he has the greatest of superhero weaknesses, which is family.
Yeah,
right.
Like the number one weakness.
Hey, don't do this or what? Look who's dangling from this thing over this shark pit. Oh.
Exactly. And then also the King Shark thing, I wish it was more of a battle too, because they did a lot of CGI and he looks fucking cool.
They're like, our budget.
Cool. Yeah. But there's a lot of things they could use with the Rogue Gallery. They could actually team them up and actually have them start a Rogue War like they did in the comic books, which was a really fucking good comic. And then that's how they brought Barry Allen back too.
The current.
Because Wally West was overwhelmed and he was getting fucked up, and Barry Allen on that treadmill fucking came back in time and helped Wally West, and Jake Garrett helped him, and they fought the Rogue Gallery, and it was all the Rogues all in one jumping his ass. They found out his identity, and they found out his identity from the Reverse Flash.
Oh wow,
crazy!
Yeah,
that guy's a jerk.
By the way, the coolest thing I've ever seen someone stop the Flash was very violent. It was from the Teen Titans versus Justice League when Superman just flew down and smashed his ankle, stopped him down. It's like Jesus Christ! That just shattered his shit. It's like, really? That's kind of ridiculous.
That's how Smythe did it to his ass too. He froze his leg. He froze his leg and broke it.
Oh,
did he catch him? He froze his leg while he's moving at full speed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he knows how he moves.
So he pretty much just made him run into it.
He ran right into the gun. Like he was like, here he goes. And he shot right into his fucking leg. When he caught him in the leg, then he broke his leg.
Dope.
So yeah, that's the reason why Smart is a strategist. He's kind of like a criminal Batman. Like he's all about timing and everything that has to be in order. If it's not in order, he doesn't want to do it.
Gotcha, because he doesn't want to. He wants that object of failure to be gone. He doesn't want to fail. It's like
exactly
possibility. I ain't doing it.
Exactly, and that's how he is, and that's the reason why he makes a good villain to him. And I actually like the guy that plays Smart. So
and he's played by Wentworth.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a good actor, man.
Every time we talk about him, I'm bringing him up because he's a badass.
And last
Chris Redfield.
Yeah. The one I really enjoyed was Arrow. Arrow this season was probably the best season they have had. It's violent as shit. It's a really good story, and Prometheus is probably the best villain they had yet.
What season is this?
This
is a show like that.
Season 6, I think. No, season 5.
I thought it was 5. Yeah.
Okay.
This is season 5. When you find out who Prometheus is and how close he was to Ollie, you'd be like, holy shit.
Okay, got you.
And they don't say anything until like probably 12 episodes in, and who he is.
How many episodes
does? It's 23.
20? Yeah,
wow.
American seasons, you're getting 20 plus episodes.
Oof, that's pretty good though.
And then it's violent as shit. They build up these the Arrow team, which you actually start liking the characters because they give them good backstories. Wild Dog is actually a really interesting character. Then you also have Mr. Terrific, which he develops the little balls and shit, and he actually becomes more of the character. Also, Felicity becomes her own little thing, and everyone has their little preference. And I think that they've developed more of the character development around Ollie instead of focusing on Ollie more. So you actually learn all the characters, and it made the stories a lot more interesting to watch.
I mean, the thing I like about the TV shows as compared to any type of movies and stuff is just that you'd always get so much more character development.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you get to learn about who makes this, who does this, why does this person do this, that do they have any special interests? Like sometimes like the chick on the Flash when she falls in love with Jay, but like her husband got killed.
Yeah.
And it's just like she has a character moment. Like it's just you see they actually have emotions and feelings like people.
You can understand how the character got from here to here.
Motivations, and why they're struggling with this and that. Because sometimes you see in a movie and you see a person that just won't do something like in the heat of the moment, and you're like, you're an idiot, but they don't, because they don't have character development.
Yeah.
You don't know that this person would act like this in this situation, given past whatever's. Yeah,
it was good. Like Arrow was a better season. They brought back a lot of characters, and they just had a really good season. And I think this was probably their best one. This is the best finale for sure, and it ends with a big cliffhanger, and you're like, "Fuck!" I gotta wait to September to find out what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Supergirl, I heard, was good. There was a big fight between Supergirl and Superman, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing
how's he been on the show?
He was in the show in the beginning of the season.
No. I mean, how's he been?
He's been actually a solid Superman. I actually like him better than the current Superman in the movies.
Excellent.
See, again though, like, don't you feel like you're gonna get to learn a lot more about this Superman?
Sadly, you don't get to. There's not a lot of story on him in the show because again, Supergirl is because he comes in and out. He's not like established into the show. Yeah.
I got you.
So he came back later on, but it was a reason why he came back. But I wish they gave him more story. But at least he's still the Boy Scout Superman that everyone knows, and not, oh, I'm so depressed about fish and shit. So, like
the fish.
Yeah, and it just bothered me. Like, again, Superman has that Boy Scout in him, and I like him, how he's portrayed in Supergirl. But I also like the fact that in this season in Supergirl is the fact that, again, it was another one that was not focused on Supergirl. It was focused on the characters around her and made them more accessible, so you actually understand all the other characters, but you still had Kara fighting here and there, and it was still good.
Okay, wow.
It was a lot better than the CBS one, like 10 times better.
That's what I heard. Like, once they got off of there, they got way better.
Yeah, they established their own little Men in Black thing with there are aliens living in the Earth and stuff like that, and they're trying to coexist in the world and let them be and whatnot. So they have like a little Men in Black thing that kind of like puts a stop to aliens and shit.
Okay. I know you were invested early on, Jenkins, and you were disappointed in the beginning of Supergirl. Oh, is he still?
I think he died again.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
He just abducting this man.
He got a blue screen again.
Okay.
So we got
technical difficulties.
Yeah. So Supergirl was good. Like, he tried to invest himself into Supergirl, but then I gave it a lot of shit when it did come out, and it pissed me off because of how much they develop. They just developed mainly on her love life than anything else.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So pretty much it goes like that. So this one they just kind of make her and actually develop her character and develop everyone around her, which is great. And that's how you kind of want to establish a show. That's exactly what Flash did. That's exactly what everyone else did.
Hold on, let me just let him know. I'm just trying to see if he's gonna get back in, because he's saying it's not letting him in.
Yeah, if anything, we just wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went kind of long.
Nice full episode.
Yeah.
Talk about a lot of stuff. Just want to throw out Star Ocean 3 is on PSN. Just came out. They remade it and put it up. I'm like, geez, they didn't have to. Thank you very much for putting it back.
Yeah, okay. I know.
What is it?
Steven's happy.
Sunday.
Little Steven, Flying Grayson's happy about that.
Oh, really? Okay,
He's really
nice,
big
nice,
into
nice.
those RPGs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm doing a playthrough of Saga Frontier, which is an old PS1 game.
Yeah, I've been watching
JRPG.
it. I remember
It's a
that game.
silly game,
Yeah,
and there's like a few repetitive things here and there, but it's actually really fun.
yeah.
I love that the main character is a Sentai. He turns
Yeah.
into a fucking superhero.
Oh, last but not least, are you guys gonna go see Wonder Woman and when?
You want to see it? What are
I
you doing
can't do it
Friday?
this week.
You can't. All right, because of all
I
the
can't
stuff
do it
going
this
on.
week, you know.
All right, so maybe the following week.
Yeah,
We
I'll
go
probably go
Tekken.
see it next.
Tekken for me this Friday because that's
Oh
the
yeah,
second.
it's coming out on the Friday.
The second.
That's
the,
yeah,
the second
yeah.
is
Second is a Friday.
yeah, yeah.
You gotta remember.
Oh yeah, 'cause the holiday too.
You know, I couldn't get the goddamn day off of work.
No.
You would think.
Ain't that about
I
it?
asked two of the guys. Two people went on vacation and cost them both, and they're like, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, all that covering I did. All right,
They probably want to play Tekken.
but it's okay.
Yeah. Well,
They probably want to play
this
Tekken. That's
Friday.
pretty good.
Yo, son, listen. I'm just because we're gonna wrap it up, but I just want to put this out there. You might want to check out the Excellent Adventures with Kenny Omega because they're gonna be doing Tekken 7. In addition to Street Fighter, like maybe you don't want to watch Street Fighter, but they're gonna be doing Tekken 7, and Akuma has on the Bullet Club shirt, so that shit is crazy.
Oh sweet.
That's pretty dope.
Like it's legit ass Kenny Omega on the couch busting ass because he's good like that.
I want that Hahachi Bullet Club shirt.
Yeah, I want that.
I was looking at it and I kind of want it, and I heard there's a King one coming out too.
Mm-hmm.
And I love King, so I was like, "Fuck, I gotta get that." But is there a collector's edition of Tekken? Because I
Yeah, I think there was one like that with the stick.
Oh okay. Oh yeah, I think we did talk about that. I thought there was one with a statue, and I remember seeing it, and then
yeah, there is a statue.
there
is a statue.
one. I just got the base. I just got the basic one for PS4. I am getting it for PS4.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's
Same here.
You getting Tekken for PS4? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got my fighter for Xbox, which is Injustice, and I've been actually playing it. I'm actually enjoying it. The endings are pretty cool. The storyline is probably better than Batman vs Superman, so that's a good thing. The only thing is, the last thing I will say about Injustice, it kind of makes you want to read the comic because you want to know where the fuck are half these characters from the first one. You're like, he died? When he died?
Where's Shazam? What happened to him?
Because he died.
Exactly.
And there's a costume for Black Adam that looks like Shazam.
Oh really?
Yeah, but he has the color coat, and you just make it look like.
Okay. Yeah, the red and okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
all right. So where can we catch everybody at?
All right, follow RedCycloneInc on everything.
Okay.
Amanda Farrell. And also follow him. Just follow him.
Follow him throughout.
I'm trying to work some stuff out. Hopefully, I'll have some goddamn content coming sometime soon. I'm trying to plan some things out. But yeah, follow me around. I do stuff.
He does a lot of stuff. Work with the mic on SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook, RedCycloneInc Gaming, and the Wrestling Babble boards are
earlier.
live. We just did the Wrestling Babble earlier today with Louis Beans. And yeah, we keep it going. We can keep these things coming every week. Yeah, exactly.
It's easy because it's fun to do. So
yeah, it's easy. And lately, Sunday has been the easy day to do it. And once I do the move, I'll probably be making a little podcast studio. So you guys,
I can't wait to come to the studio.
Actually, had to record and actually
have
the mics up. And then
have everyone uncomfortable.
I'm making. If I get this dog, I'm gonna make her sick your nuts.
Oh my god, it's gonna be. It's gonna be Jenkins rules for every time I come to his house. It's just rules exclusively for me.
You're not
He said he's getting a new couch. I said I'm gonna bring some wine over. Fun things.
Yeah,
all right, it gets better. I swear. Do it.
Yeah, it gets better. Girl. It's getting better.
It definitely is.
Yeah. For the past while, it has been better. I swear. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.